Welcome back, y'all, to, or I guess welcome to a new series I'm thinking of creating, or slash, I'm recording it now, so we're gonna see how it works out. Anyways, I'd be thinking, Tony, what's this? What are you doing here? Well, what are we seeing here? So, for any uninitiated, this is Call of Duty Zombies' first ever map. Created by Treyarch around, I want to say, 18 years ago now? It's currently 2005, 2007, I believe is when this came out, so should be now, I believe, around 18 or so years old, potentially 17 if it came out 2008. I think it's 2008 though, so let's see. COD, wow. Oh, it is 2008. No, it is. Because Halo 3 was 2007. Yes. My apologies for that. What is now, as of 2008, it is 17 years old. More like 16 and a half, roughly, or like 16 and some months years old. But this is Call of Duty Zombies. As you could see in the beginning, it was actually originally called Nazi Zombies. Because what you did is you would fight the horde of the undead Nazis, you know? That's what they are. Look at these guys. You got the uniforms on and everything, you know? See how they shamble? See how they look? See how they walk? They're pretty creepy, aren't they? The little buggers they are. Anyways, this is the first and what I hope to be many, and also, I don't know what the word I was going to think of, but many videos regarding covering games such as this Call of Duty Zombies games. Unfortunately, because of certain circumstances such as this map has no Easter egg, these first few episodes are going to have a little bit of a different format. These episodes are going to follow the format of just playing the game and reaching, I want to say, maybe a decent round or just reaching a time on the recording. Currently, shooting for like maybe roughly 40 minutes. Let's go for like around 40 minutes of just gameplay, footage, yapping this, yapping that. Anyways, so this is a extra game mode that was released as like a secret. You know, it wasn't released, but when the game came out, they had an extra game mode hidden behind completing the campaign. If you didn't complete the campaign, you didn't unlock this game mode. So, after you finish the final mission of the Call of Duty World at War campaign, you were introduced to that intro cutscene, which then split into you being left in this random airfield in the middle of Germany. And you are now being chased. You know, you're holed up in this airfield just trying to survive while the hordes of the undead come for you. And they're trying to kill you, alright. Now, pretty cool idea to begin with. Don't know who at Treyarch came up with it initially, but I do genuinely applaud them for having something so crazy be one of their first ideas for like a, you know, like a side game mode. It wasn't even part of the, it was never advertised pre-launch. You know, it was just advertised like a regular old Call of Duty game. It's got a cool campaign about World War II, and it's got a multiplayer where you can have fun shooting your friends and stuff like that. But secretly, they had this, you know, little project hidden in here. Don't worry, I'll go over some other stuff in a bit. In the meantime, we're just gonna try and survive and chill out, you know? I have gone over this map slightly in the past, such as this is the first Zombies map. So it was very bare bones. If you are wondering, this map's whole purpose is just survival. You have guns on the wall, you have a point system in the bottom right, Killing a zombie in the head. Hold on. Whoa. Grants you 100 points. Shooting a zombie with any bullet, if it kills or not, is 10 points. So your main goal is to just kill zombies, get points. What do you do with these points? You want to have a high score? You can buy weapons with the points. 600 points to buy this M1A1 carbine. If I want to refill ammo for it, it's around 300. And as the horde of zombies come inside, you can also get power-up drops to drop. Now, this is very arcade style, you know, it's just you versus a whole bunch of zombies. How long can you survive? Do you think you have what it takes to go for a high score? You know? Whether that be getting a whole bunch of points, you know, there's a little perk thing there, or a power-up drop called double points, and a power-up called insta-kill. Now, if you're a new Zombies person or a new Zombies player, you never played one of these games before, there were no voices to begin with. When I picked up that power-up, it didn't announce to me, oh, insta-kill, oh, double points. It doesn't even have an icon. It had the word double points and a 30-second timer informing you, you got this much time left. On your double points, you have this much time left on your insta-kill. As you saw earlier, I got a kaboom, a nuke. It didn't even say the word kaboom. It just made a bomb sound and flashed the screen white. Real interesting stuff, eh? Look at that, max ammo. It just popped up on my screen, but it didn't tell me anything. No voiceover, no nothing. There were bare bones. Alright, very bare bones use of resources here. If you are very curious, this is a complete reskin. It's a reused asset. This entire map is just one giant reused asset. They're just regular models of the soldiers, you know, just with a little bit of touch-ups to make them more zombified. But I mean, they're wearing the uniforms and such. We also have things like no exclusive weapons in here, except for one that I hope to show you soon. There is one singular exclusive weapon in this game mode, and the map itself is not even custom made for this game mode. It is a reused airfield map. In the multiplayer, I believe the map is called Airfield, and it is also chosen in one of the campaign missions, where you go to the Pacific as the Americans. One of the campaign missions has you fighting on an airfield, and it is just this exact same building. Quite literally, almost everything is a reused asset. For the sake of just being some passion project they wanted to use any extra time they had to work on, you know? Look at that, we got a 357 Magnum. And they also had the wonder box, the mystery box here. I'd be thinking, what's the mystery box? So, besides using your points to buy just, you know, anything off the wall, like, you know, here we go, we have a Thompson, funnily enough, incorrectly labeled as being worth 1,500 points. If you take a gander at my points, 5,000 minus 1,500 should leave me with around 3,520. If we're doing exact, this should leave me with 3,520 points after I purchase it. However, it leaves me with 3,820. It is incorrectly labeled 1,500 points for some reason. Why? I don't know. It's kind of funny. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. He's goated with it. I've been thinking, why'd you uh-oh, Tony? Because I almost died just now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll go a little more into detail over some of the things in this game in a second. However, let me just try and live. Thank the Lord for that insta-kill there. Also, give me a second. I'm just curious. I don't want the game's blasting of the Thompson to deafen you guys slash overtake my voice. In case you're wondering, I recorded an episode a little bit ago as a test episode. I recorded a test episode for this map just a little bit ago, and it had the unfortunate circumstance of me shooting not the Thompson, but it was the Browning, that light machine gun. It absolutely overcrowded my voice. Like, you could not hear me talk at all because that gun was just so loud to shoot. Anyways, the mystery box right here is a box that its sole purpose is just an RNG weapon pool. There are certain chalk drawings around the map. There's a Thompson there, a double barrel shotgun there. You might have seen it right there. There's a bar, a Kar 98K back in spawn. Here, let's open it up, shall we? A Kar 98K here in spawn, and then that M1A1 carbine I originally grabbed off the wall a little bit earlier. Oh, there's also a very... What did I get stuck on there? What was that? A very easy to miss wall buy here. A double-barreled sawed-off shotgun. As for why it's double-barreled, or why it's sawed-off compared to the fact that there is a regular length one literally downstairs, no idea. I couldn't tell you. But it sure makes for some interesting facts, you know, just to be like, hey, here's a weapon that's real easy to miss, and I don't even know why it exists to begin with. But if you wanted to maybe choose a different weapon, or say, hey, all these weapons kind of blow. Give me something a little cooler, something that packs a little bit more of a punch, one might say. You know, yeah, a double barrel shotgun's nice, one rifle's nice, but do we have anything more? Well, lo and behold, we have a box that gives us our greatest wonders. In fact, it's not even called a mystery box. You see here, press F for a random weapon. It does not even have a name. Now, as time has gone on, as the Zombies mode has been developed into something more refined, you know, more structured, it has gained names for different things, such as these on the wall, these buyable items on the wall being referred to as wall buys, the box that gives you a random weapon being referred to as the mystery box, given a proper name. And also, to be fleshed out a little more in future maps. Also, this was the weapon, in case you're wondering. 2 double points back to back. Very interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I believe there is a very funny strategy that is actually possible in this game. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna wait to speak when I'm not shooting the Browning, because this weapon is loud. So, if I am correct in my explanation here, I'm not necessarily sure how it works. However, I know it is a method that is used to kind of cheat a little bit. Every zombie that you kill in this game has a chance. That's what it appears like. Every zombie you kill has a chance to drop a power-up. However, I think the game might be... I don't know how it's designed, where as long as a zombie is out of bounds, you cannot get a power-up from it. How can you grab a power-up from a zombie if you kill it out there? Give me just a moment. Yes! Okay. The beauty of the OBS pause button is quite astonishing. Anyways, my apologies for that quite little pause there. You know, I was gone for a little bit. I was just helping out around the house real quick. Anyways, as I was saying, I forget if this is exactly true or if this is something that I made up slash misrecalled. But if I'm correct, I believe what you might be able to do is, because power-ups do not drop while outside of the map, and I believe power-ups have a chance to spawn with different thresholds. Like, once you reach a certain point threshold, or, you know, kill a certain amount of zombies, or I think naturally it's just like a 3% chance to spawn from a zombie. I believe the method would be keep as many zombies outside of the map as possible, kill them all. And just when you needed a decent chunk of power-ups to spawn in, what you would do is you would let all the zombies come in, kill a horde of them, and because you had already achieved multiple point thresholds, you would be paid out in full with all of them. So, wow, M1 got ran again. You know, say a point threshold was like at 1,000 points and then at 2,000 points, and then I killed 3,000 zombies, 3,000 points worth of zombies. Then, when I let all the zombies actually come in, I'm at the 3,000 point threshold. So the next 2 zombies I kill would both pay out with a reward, a power-up. Now, once again, this is to clarify, I believe this was a method that people would do. I am entirely unsure. I just remember hearing it somewhere. But if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't necessarily have too huge of a backing, like a backing. Like I couldn't cite my source for this specific. My bad. I was tearing into them zombies. I could not cite a source for this specific scenario slash like thing happening. You know, and for that I apologize. Believe me, I wish I could inform y'all about this cool thing, because I mean I'm talking about it, you know. Anyways, another cool thing, might not be known, might not be super well known by you guys, is no, my bad, my apologies, not super well known. My apologies. I've been off for a minute, so I'm just hopping back on to finish up the recording. But I kind of forgot what I was like talking about slash what's in my head. Zombies is in my head at the moment, but you know. Oh, I recall one thing. So, you might be thinking, Tony, how is this game mode evolved, you know? I would assume a lot of people back in the day, good old time of 2008, they would, give me just one moment actually. Let me close my door just to block out any background noise. But the people back in the day, in the grand old year of 2008, you know, surely no bad event happened in, you know, in the year 2008, let's say anything economically, you know, like based in any economics or anything like that, like a financial crash or something. No, surely nothing like that happened around that time. It was Call of Duty time, you know. Anyways, to go on what I'm saying, in the grand old year of 2007, a lot of people played the game, a lot of people, you know, had their fun, enjoyed their peace, but I would assume a lot of people were maybe not put off, but, you know, just kind of simply had no idea what was going on. They finished their campaign, and next thing you know, they're kicked into a random game mode that has a whole bunch of zombies. It's a new experience for you. You probably don't even know what to do. You're probably hitting body shots when you can. You see these green power-ups, you're picking them up, not knowing what does what. Such and so most, you know. Wow, a Panzerschreck. This sucks. Sure, let's take that. Anyways, how could you expect people to play the game and be good, you know? If anything, most people probably, on their first attempt, most people probably maxed out at like a round of, maybe like a round 10 or something, you know? I'm over here around 12. And as you can see, I'm kind of already struggling. Why is that? Well, truth be told, Ah, darn. Too easy, you know? Too easy to go down. Truth be told, the reason why you might be going down on like a round 12 or like a super early round is, you know, one, we're over here playing on controller. I noticed, at least for recordings, it's easier on the bitrate to just do a controller playthrough. But not only that, it's, you know, it's new. People don't know how the AI works. It's, all fresh to them. All they just see is like, oh my god, these zombies are running towards me, and my guns, I'm shooting them, but they're not dying. They're not being put down. You know, people get worried, people get scared. However, I will say, for the year of 2008, people did have the great idea, and I will applaud them for this, of, hey, zombies run at you just in a straight line. They're just, zombies are programmed to just run straight for you. They're not programmed to like cut you off or do anything of the sorts. They're going to run directly at you. So, what's the best method for an enemy running straight at you? You plant yourself against a wall, because nothing can hit you from behind, and you simply, bam, camp. You aim. You wait in a corner, you wait at the end of a hall with no other entrance but directly ahead of you, and you just unload onto the horde. Now, it may seem like a decent method of, you know, dealing with the zombies. After all you simply need to do is... I don't know if you guys can see here, there's a funny little spot I'm trying to get into. But just simply have a wall behind your back, look forward, and don't stop shooting. That was quite possibly one of the most effective methods of surviving in this game back in the day. I got double swiped. I love this game. You don't know what a double swipe is. I'll get over that in a second. Anyways, it was a simple matter of the fact of, you just play the game, put your back in a corner, and just aim ahead and fire. Now, obviously, it wasn't easy, considering the fact that you would have zombies, you know, coming straight for your dome piece. And if you just so happened to reload at the wrong time, you might have just doomed yourself 1,000 deaths. Because these zombies don't wait for you to finish reloading. These zombies will take advantage of it if given the opportunity. All you need to do is just have your guard down for 1 second. That's all it takes for them to get your ass. So, other people had the idea of, hey, looking at this from like a matter of fact speaking, you know, these zombies will chase you to the ends of the earth. They will not run to cut you off. All they simply do is, a zombie, its directive is walk towards your location, you know? You are a beacon for all zombies. So, if you can get a zombie behind you and you simply move forward, guess what? That zombie will follow your path because it's just trying to go to you. It's not gonna try and swerve around, or it'll wait in place waiting for you to come to it. No, it'll chase you down. So people had the grand idea of, hey, if zombies follow you, what's to stop you from just running them around in a circle? There are certain things stopping you in terms of like, oh, a whole bunch of zombies, like, they're gonna keep spawning. However, in order, if it was for a memory kind of reason, or just limitations from a now, what I say, 17-year-old game, whether it be limitations or some sort of other deal, zombies are usually allowed 20, maps are usually allowed, I think, 24 zombies in a horde. Games will spawn, specifically zombies, will spawn up to 24 zombies in one round. Like, at once. So, making use of that, grand knowledge, if you can just run around, have all zombies spawn on the map, and get 24 zombies behind you, then guess what? You never have to worry about anything cutting you off or any sort of the such, because you just got 24 zombies. You literally have every zombie available to spawn on the map following you, bro. So that opens up some new possibilities. You might be thinking like, oh, hold up. If I can run around long enough, every zombie on the round at a time will spawn. I can just keep running them around. Nothing's gonna stop you, you know? You have 24 zombies running around this pillar. As long as you just don't run straight head forward, you know, like run head first into the 24 zombies you just got, you're not gonna die. Because another cool thing, your base movement speed, just walking, simply holding W, holding left stick, you move faster than zombies. You move faster than zombies sprinting. Or zombies running, I should say, not sprinting. That's for another map. But you move faster than zombies running. Just walking. So, all you need to do is find a either wide enough area or have enough confidence in your skills to simply kite a zombie around, and they will never touch you. All you need to do is just walk a zombie down, you know? Just walk a zombie either around some pillars, around some, you know, some whole blocks or something, and you will never have to worry about dying. Why? Because they can't hit you. They can't catch up. They physically cannot catch up. This game got limitations. Look at these zombies. All of them walking. None of them at least running at the moment. I think we start getting runners like around round 6 or something. But look at this. As long as zombies don't cut me off like how that zombie spawned just now, as long as they don't cut me off, I can simply just move around in a method where they will never catch me. It's kind of insane to think about, because if you look at it from like a, maybe from like a game design perspective, you know, it might be like, okay, well this kind of removes all sort of challenge. You know, a zombie is so slow, you can just walk around it. Where's the challenge? You just simply hold backwards. The challenge comes in the fact that most people either A, might be too scared to attempt something like this because of the potential. I mean, you have so many zombies on the map at once. You accidentally walk in or you accidentally get stuck on a box, guess what? All 24 of those zombies got your name written all over it, brother. And they are not going to stop until you are dead. So, you know, the potential to just instantly die due to the fact that there's so many zombies scares off a whole bunch of people from attempting to, you know, maybe kite them properly. Also, things like in future maps, they decided to not future-proof it, but they improved, you know, enemy AI. As you would, some people might think, oh, this is too easy, you know, what's the point? So they decided, alright, let's go ahead and switch it up. Let's make it not so easy. Let's make it so zombies are a little smarter. They'll try and cut you off. As you might have seen earlier, I didn't point it out, but a different zombie moved at a different speed, you know? I had a whole bunch of zombies here. There was one back there still moving a little slow. So if I tried to run him this way, I had the potential to accidentally run into him. Boom, ooh, I'm hit. Ooh, zombie catches up. Boom, I'm dead. You know? There's a whole bunch of weird comings and goings with the zombies and their AI and such. Very, very interesting. But, you know, unfortunately, I can't get into the specifics of something like that. Just because I don't really know how it works. I don't know how the zombies are like programmed to follow you, but you know, when you spend so many hours playing a game series, you can kind of come up with a decent understanding of it. And to my understanding, zombies will follow you. They are programmed to just straight run for your location. So as long as they run for your location and you move faster than them, and you just run in a circle because they're just gonna, you know, follow your exact movement line, then you will never get hit, and it is honestly, you are actually just the safest man on earth. The only thing that can stop you, say you had a nice, large open area. This right here, with none of these little podiums, it was all completely open, completely empty space, and I had a whole horde of zombies. It is physically impossible for you to run circles around them and die. They cannot get you in time. They're just gonna die. You know, they cannot get you in time. You cannot physically die. You outrun them. It is literally impossible. The only way you will die if you programmed a bot to run circle around zombies is due to human error and what is also a failsafe implemented in the game. That is, if a zombie is left unattended for too long, aka the zombie does not hit anything, the zombie does not get hit by anything, and it will simply just, you know, keep moving in circles, then the game will kill that zombie off to spawn a new one in. Now, once again, I wish I could give some sort of insight as to how this works or why it works, or maybe even what its purpose is. I can only make assumptions due to my knowledge. So, I can assume it's either A, to prevent people from doing such a thing as just, you know, running a bot around and, you know, just like running a bot to walk zombies around. Or, you know, the more feasible option, most likely, in my opinion, is it's a failsafe in order to make sure if a zombie's tracking maybe messes up or something like that, you know, say a zombie gets stuck in some weird collision out of bounds or maybe some weird thing inbounds where it is, you know, like impossible for you to end the round. You know, say a zombie gets stuck out of sight, you cannot kill it. What are you supposed to do? It's not like you can kill it to end the round. It's in a impossible to reach location. So what do? The game will determine, oh, okay, he's kind of in an impossible to reach spot. He's been walking for this long. The game hasn't killed him, you know? He hasn't taken damage in this long. He hasn't done damage in this long. There might be an issue with him. Let's just put him out of his misery and spawn a new one in, you know? Maybe just kill this, out with the old, in with the new, maybe that'll fix it. Essentially, is the only assumption I can really make in terms of how does something like that work. Now, once again, this is the first Zombies map, so I don't really know if that failsafe was implemented just yet. You know, it might have been implemented to help out from things like impossible to hit zombies, you know. Just so I'm not stuck on round one because a zombie decided to get, you know, to get locked in a random out of bounds location. But, you know, it's cool. It's, you know, I think the whole workings of stuff like this is very cool, very interesting. If anyone has insight on it, please, I would love to be informed. This series I'm creating is not a sort of education on things like how the AI works and stuff like that. It's just me going through the old maps, showing off cool stuff, and surviving if that's what the thing requires, you know. Also, we've been getting really unlucky with the weapons in that there is a certain exclusive weapon. Technically, it's not even exclusive to zombies, as it is an Easter egg in one of the campaign missions. However, it exists in this game as well. You might have seen it just now. It was that little weird, funky pistol gun, you know? I've been thinking, what is this pistol gun you speak of? Hopefully we'll see it again. Nope, that's an MP40, although I will take that. And maybe let's get rid of this scope Kar 98K. I don't think I necessarily need a weapon like this. The Browning, once again, I am very happy to achieve having a weapon like this because it's very powerful. However, I really want the ray gun. Please, please. Also, the MP40 is really good. I think it has like a high headshot multiplier, so it actually is insanely ammo efficient. If, yeah, there's like one bullet to the head, it popped. Granted, it is round 8, but I mean, for an SMG, you wouldn't necessarily think it'd be this effective. You know? It was like 2 shots. I also apologize. This game has a lot of old, you know, scary sounds like zombie groans and stuff. I'm not saying I apologize if you guys get scared, but more so, I can't really shut them up. So if the zombie sounds become really repetitive and such, I apologize. That's all I gotta say. You know. Molotov cocktail. Also a possible item to grab. Yo, what's up? Oh, it has a grip. How could I forget? It's a double-barreled shotgun with grip. Oh, I wish I could have shown it off just now. However, it's very funny. I'm not sure how the programming in this game works, like how it's built to determine / do this, but for some reason, I noticed this is a like World at War exclusive issue for some reason, but if you have exactly enough points to purchase an item, the game will not allow you to purchase that item. You might like what are you talking? What do you mean if you have an exact amount, the game won't allow you to purchase it? As you see here, this mystery box, or F for random weapon, is 950 points. I currently have 430 points. So, if I effectively get some kills, I can show you what I mean. Let's try it. 960. Damn it. Try again. Oh my god, there's also stuff like that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did knock that zombie's head off, and he did just come to kill me just now, even though his whole head was blown off smooth. Alright, 950 points. A scoped Car 98K, that's really cool. Alright, so I should be able to get the points if I'm correct. Insta-kill, if we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 headshot should give me exactly 100. 950 points. Let's attempt to buy the mystery box with 950 points. Oh my god, it works. Yo. Tony wrong? Question mark? Oh, the PTRS. This is a gun I haven't seen forever. So yeah, I guess I was wrong. I have had some certain issues like that happen in the past. Maybe I was just a dumb young kid and it never worked like that. And you know, I was just wrong in how to read whatever just happened. Maybe I'm just blind and such. My apologies for the misinformation there. You got to at least prove me wrong in real time to stop the spread of more misinfo. But I do remember some funky issues with that happening in the past, so who knows, I could be misremembering, or maybe this map doesn't do that. Might be some other weird happenings with other maps. I don't know. Look at that double points extension. Also, another quick Easter egg I mentioned beforehand, but this is the first Easter egg in the game. If I shoot this, it plays music. It plays music from the campaign. Very interesting stuff, in my opinion. Especially considering how you know, how all that stuff kind of shaped out to go in the future. Oh god, there's an insta-kill right there. That would be so useful if I didn't die attempting to grab it. There you go. Perfect. That's just perfect. Max ammo. Oh, let me tell you a quick thing about the max ammo as well. So, I realized I've kind of just glazed over each of the power-ups, never really in-depth going over them. So, for the max ammo here in front of me, what it does is it will refill your entire reserves of ammunition. Very useful if you're running low and you get a random drop to refill your entire reserves. You're like, I'll take you up on that offer. However, notice I say reserves because if you run out of ammo, say you're at exactly 0 bullets, it will fill up whatever the max your reserves can hold is. I believe, you know, something like 360 bullets, let's say. If you have 0 ammo and your reserves is 360, you will get 360 in reserve and immediately start the reload animation. Reloading takes from your reserves, so you have 360 in reserve, your mag takes 40, you immediately just wasted 40 bullets to reload the weapon with. And a lot of people caught on to this fact very fast, surprisingly. That it pulled, it only filled reserves and never filled your actual magazine. So you see how I'm like halfway through the mag right now, if you check the bottom right? Since I'm only halfway through the mag and I got a max ammo, it would fill my reserves to max, but my magazine would still be left over. So I would have to reload, losing whatever empty whatever empty bullets I had. Because it would only fill that up. You know, it wouldn't fill it up entirely. This was something that was changed in, what, Black Ops 4? Which was, in case you're wondering, this is technically the first Zombies game, so this game, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. It took them 4 entire different Call of Duty Zombie title games. Call of Duty Zombie, you know, just releases to decide, hey, let's also refill your magazine as well. So a very funny thing, it's universally known in my opinion, that if you were ever playing Call of Duty Zombies and you found a max ammo, well, we hit the 43-minute mark, so I think that's good enough. If you got a max ammo to drop, it would be, you know, just common courtesy to inform everyone around you, hey, max ammo, reload your weapon so you can make the most out of getting a refill in ammo. Now, one thing you might have noticed, or you might have heard that music, don't worry, I'll get real in-depth about that music real quick. Here's a segment that I really wanted to show off, slightly, just to see some cool stuff. Let us activate no clip real quick. No clip is on. Let's walk outside. And then let's lock in here with no clip off. Oh, whoopsie. Should have done UFO first. Or maybe just not on no clip, so let's go UFO. What happens if I turn off no clip? Turn on no clip and then turn it off. Whoopsie. There we go. But we do have UFO locked in. So, in case you are wondering, Tony, what are you doing here? Well, I wanted to show off a just cool segment that I thought I would add to the end of these videos or something like that, where we just go, specifically at least with the World at War maps, I know I can do it. You can just go around and see some pretty cool things about these maps. You feel me? Starting from the outside, you can see the zombies breaking into the house there, you know, the abandoned airbase. They're trying to get in. You see all the decrepit trucks outside, all these red barrels that you would shoot at the correct times to blast all these zombies to shreds. And you can see, like, the outside, it's kind of, you know, like a dark, foggy, desolate forest area. And there's just a random airfield here. Now, trust me, I wish I could show it off in way greater detail in a second. However, I'll probably cut to it in a bit. But I'm pretty sure I've let you guys know beforehand that this is a reused asset. I believe I mentioned it before, but this map uses the asset of the airfield located in the campaign mission as well as the multiplayer map. I believe the multiplayer map is just straight up called airfield. I'll cut the footage together so you can see, but I mean, look at what they did with the place. You know? Here, let's pause it here. Let's pause it right about, you know, here. Bada boom. Alright, now, unfortunately, due to some circumstances, aka I stood in that corner here, and there was a doorway. There is a locked doorway I cannot necessarily show you guys as cool as it might be. But, just to kind of match cut the footage here, take a look at this. Take a look at the debris. There is a doorway here, you know, that leads to a separate hall. However, normally, there would be a window with a whole bunch of zombies outside, probably walking in. Continue forward. Here's the spawn. This is that staircase that I went up at the kind of very beginning. You would usually spawn about right here, with the truck being there. Hell, the truck hasn't even like barely moved. If anything, it just flipped around on its other side. A window here, a whole wall here with a wall buy for a Car 98K, around 200 points. Right there. And then another window right here. Go up, shall we? Surely this place should look a bit familiar. Oh, look, there's a wall here. Usually it'd be open, and there'd be a grenade buy spot right there. See myself looking out about. And as you can see, it is no longer a desolate forest with fog. It is now a dusty and barren kind of island setting. With a whole bunch of palm trees around and stuff like that, you know? Oh, look at that. Zombies would be climbing up here. Just to walk by. Wall by right there. The sawed-off shotgun now I said was pretty easy to miss. There was a weird cabinet that sold a sniper rifle for a very expensive price for some reason. Trench gun on the wall. Oh look, we can overlook the rest of the forest there. Another frickin' what's it called? Another window right there. And then finally, the Thompson room. I spent most of my time here, so this definitely might be the most recognizable. A window here, a Thompson wall by there with the correct, incorrect price. Another window right here. And then the mystery box. Even with the little alcove for the radio. Seems pretty, well, what can I say? It looks a little familiar. Mystery box right there in that corner. And then a doorway that you would buy. Oh, and it'd bring you right back here. Very interesting stuff. Now, it is essentially just one giant reused asset, repurposed for a little, you know, side Easter egg game mode. However, I think it is very cool because it allowed them to even get creative to begin with, you know? Reusing the asset of this giant airfield just allowed them to be able to even make that side game mode to begin with because they didn't have to start from the ground up. They just, you know, it's like when you get a Lego set and you have a whole bunch of blocks that you don't know what to do with. You know, like, yeah, you could build them into whatever the instructions guided you to, but if you deconstruct it, you have all these blocks, you can make something else with it, you know? Repurposing assets for the sake of making something new isn't necessarily something new in the gaming industry, but it's something a lot of people really have, really don't like. And honestly, don't understand why. Because I think if used right, it can lead to some great things, such as, well, the creation of this. Anyways, pretty cool stuff, don't you think? Let me show you one last thing. Alright, my apologies. But, to show off one little more thing, one cool Easter egg that will be relevant going on in future maps, future recordings. if you can see here, I'm alive, playing the game. But if I cook this grenade, let me sail off real quick actually. When I die, it's gonna show off a little nice pan around the map with, you know, music playing in the background. Now, if you pay attention to the music real quick, I'll show you something real cool. Now, if you take a quick listen to the music with the whole laugh track over, you know, like the evil laugh, and that background music that had no lyrics, just a little guitar riff. That is, I'm not sure if it's an intentional Easter egg or something like that, but I always thought it was really cool that they Treyarch did this, is the music playing in the game over screen is the next map's entire Easter egg song. It's just a little portion of it. So, that guitar riff is used in the next map to be covered, Verrückt. It's used in a song called Lullaby of a Dead Man. And when I play that map, I'll put a piece of the music and you can hear it's exactly what it is. It's Lullaby of a Dead Man. Now, it keeps going for every other game. The game over music in Verrückt is used as the main map's Easter egg music in the map to follow, Shinonuma, and so on and so forth. It goes so far as the map, the game over music in the map Der Riese is the main Easter egg song of Call of Duty Black Ops, a game that released 2 years later, or I guess at that point, due to like DLC life cycles and such, an entire like year and a half later, its Easter egg song, you know, came to a full fruition and you can hear the entire thing. Very interesting stuff, very cool piece of knowledge. Anyways, that about wraps it up here, however. I think I'm simply just gonna let myself be eaten by zombies. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a good day and or a good night, depending on the time reviewing this, and I hope this video comes out well. You know, all I can say is if you do enjoy the new series and you'd like to see me go more in depth on not only this map but other zombies maps to come, all I can say is, you know, maybe leave a like or something, you know, subscribe, whatever you choose, but support helps me know that this is content that you guys don't mind me uploading, you know. Now, of course, I will make more simply for myself, but also doesn't hurt to know that there are people out there that like the content. Anyways, we're gonna go out with a little bang here. So, I'll see you guys later.